It's mooring by a wind off the sea, like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for. But then I guess we know there's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. I could call it like a ship as it passes like a wind off the like sea, a stream that leads like a sea dropped by a halfway through the mud. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better. And because I knew you, because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
Thank you.
Stay up there a moment longer, Gabriella.
Did I do something wrong?
Some could say that. I would say you just did it differently. Now, isn't that song usually a duet with the other person not being a recording of your own voice?
Usually, yeah.
So what made you decide to sing it solo? Without a partner, it sounds a little shallow.
I asked everyone if they wanted to duet, but they all said they were too busy.
You didn't ask me.
I wanted to, but I forgot your name.
Wait, Gabriella, you didn't ask me either.
Well, you hooked up with my boyfriend.
That was the first semester of freshman year, and he wasn't your boyfriend.
He may not have said we were together, but we definitely were.
Well, now you know how I feel.
Shut up, Brady. We're definitely not together.
You're in denial, and you know what? I'll help you ease your way out of it, and into my arms.
That's enough. Anyways, people, she did ask, why did you decline? We're not in middle school. Don't make me call on you.
I was going to help her out, but then I recalled her last few performances, all of which have gotten progressively worse. I didn't want to be a part of that steady decline of talent.
Excuse me?
Jacqueline's right. Your performances have been getting more and more tiresome. Any idea why?
I don't know.
Does anyone want to answer that question, or shall I? No? Okay, well...
Damien, Caleb has his hand raised.
Yes. Thank you, Nellie. Caleb, would you like to answer that question?
It seems like she's losing enthusiasm for the song.
Are you saying For Good should be an enthusiastic song?
No, but when you perform, you have to like what you're performing. Since this has been the case for the past few songs she sung, maybe she's losing interest.
Losing interest in what?
I don't know. Maybe music, maybe singing, maybe performing. Could be anything.
Gabriella, what do you think? Remember that Caleb is fairly new, so feel free to rip him apart.
Actually, I think Casey is right.
It's Caleb.
Oh, right. Sorry. Anyway, the past few times I feel like I'd rather be watching someone perform than actually perform myself.
So how do we fix that?
I'm not sure.
What now?
Oh, I think the problem is that you're choosing songs not based on how you feel, but because you know you can sing them.
Well, I've run out of songs to sing then. I ran through my entire iTunes library, and this is the only thing that seemed even a little worth singing.
Well, I'm pretty good at it when it comes to finding music, so maybe I could help you.
You would?
Sure. Yeah, I've got a large variety on my iPod. Sure, we could find something.
Great. So while you two set up that date, I'd like to get back to the initial problem. Why could Gabriella not find a singing partner? Brady, you of all people have no reason to deny her.
Our voices just don't blend well. Hers is like sugar and mine's like spice. All we're missing is a little something nice, like requited love.
Shut up, Brady.
What happened? Last year, I swear we had a sense of unity. We were even about to finish our first group number.
It wasn't unity. It was our mutual dislike of Danielle. We could all agree that she was a pain, so we had something to talk about. But now that she's gone, we've gone back to barely seeing each other outside this room.
Danielle?
She used to be in Stag. She quit after she accused us of being against her.
Which we were.
And not wait for Carmen to catch up with her.
I think my friend Allie knows her. I think Danielle told Allie to tell me not to audition for Stag.
Should've listened.
And she must have known you were good. So if we have any chance of restoring our reputation, she would have been the one to stop it.
Listen, Caleb, you need to tell your friend Allie that she has it the wrong way. It's not you who needs to stay away from us, but her who needs to stay away from Danielle.
Is she that bad?
Rude, manipulative, fake. Should I go on?
Just be careful around her. But more importantly, keep your friend safe.
She thought I was in danger with you guys, but it looks like she's the one that needs help.
The only danger we bring are members who audition freshmen after I say no. So Danielle gave us unity. Maybe we should ask her back.
Damien, we can't invite her back.
If we did, she'd expect to be treated like royalty.
She insulted you, Damien, remember?
She said that I spend my times insulting all of you, and that when I do say something nice, you all feel good about yourselves. She wasn't far from the truth.
Yeah, the only thing she got wrong was you never say anything nice.
None of you deserve it.
I don't think we should bring her back. It'll ruin what we have going.
What exactly do we have going?
These last 3 meetings, everyone seemed a lot happier. We should just finish the group number we started with Danielle.
We seem happier.
She's right. No one's punched me today.
There isn't any drama between us for once.
I have an idea.
Ooh, is it about your resignation?
Not by a long shot, Damien. What if we did some kind of group bonding?
You're kidding, right?
Well, I kind of like the idea.
I don't. We're not doing some useless group bonding.
I think we should, Damien.
As much as I hate to admit it, I think we should too. I barely know most of you beyond your names, and the majority of you have been here longer than a year.
Do you mind if I don't just look at it as bonding, but also a better way to analyze my competition?
Sure, but just know the goal is to be friends by the end of it. Are we all in?
At least one of you has some common sense.
You realize I don't like any of you, right? I just tolerate you guys.
Really, Damien? We don't need this?
Hold on. I think I have an idea that'll please everyone. What if instead of doing normal bonding activities, we do something fun instead?
How could bonding activities with a group like ours be fun?
Well, I don't know, a party or something. We never all go to parties together. Why don't we do something like that?
I'm liking this. Sorry, Damien.
Right? Like, we don't need to invite a lot of people, just everyone's allowed 1 or 2 guests at most.
Where would we hold it?
Damien, you live in an apartment. Out of anyone, you have the most room.
I can't believe I'm about to say yes to this.
I know you want this to work just as much as Nellie and I do.
You're right. I do. So I'm putting you in charge. That way, if this backfires, I can blame it on you. So get to my apartment early on Friday night and set up. I don't want to do anything besides provide the place.
I'll help you, Caleb.
All right. Now, on with the meeting. I have an announcement. So because
When we all become friends, we'll have you to thank for
last
us.
time
I promise I'd help you nice when I joined, didn't I?
shitty.
Yeah, but those promises are hard to keep.
That
I knew you would, though.
I'm
Thanks.
serious, okay? You should have seen Justin. He was almost naked, and I don't want to see this again.
And then I told everybody maybe we should do bonding exercises, and everybody loved the idea. And then Brady had the idea to change it to a party.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah. All right. I have one question. You've been so supportive of me throughout this whole process, even when you originally didn't want me in Stag. So would you like to come to the party?
Of course I'll come. And you're right, I thought Stag was the wrong choice for you at first, but looks like I was wrong.
I like everybody in the group, and almost everybody likes me. Our director, Damien, he's still on the edge about me. And this guy, Nathan, he's still unsure, but he hates everybody in the group, so I don't take it personally.
Sounds interesting. Did you sing for them yet?
Not since my audition, but I'm sure I will soon.
Have somebody film it. I'd love to see your first performance.
Will do. So what have you been up to lately?
Same as usual.
Which would be?
Still with Justin, still working hard, and still attending 4 clubs.
Wait, 4? Last time I checked, I thought it was 3.
Oh, right. Well, I joined another one.
Another one? Are you sure that's not too much?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I've been balancing everything.
What's the club then?
It's a small singing group.
Wait, like Stag?
We're an all-girls group, though. We're called the Angels.
Sounds fitting enough for you. Anyone I know in it?
Probably not, except for my friend Danielle.
Oh.
Something wrong?
Something I forgot to mention about last meeting is we talked about her.
Guessing it wasn't anything good.
Not really. They said she was rude, manipulative, and fake.
Well, they're wrong. She's none of those things.
Hey, I didn't say I believe them. I need to meet her myself before I can make a decision.
It does make me wonder who's telling the truth, though.
What do you mean?
If both sides are accusing each other of being something they claim they're not, one of them has to be lying.
Or they're both telling the truth. Stag isn't the nicest group of people, so I guess I could see where Danielle's coming from.
What if it's Stag that's wrong about Danielle?
Stag is not a close-knit group. When the topic of Danielle was brought up, though, they all banded together.
I still don't think she's bad.
And you don't have to. All right, remember when you were telling me to be careful? This is me telling you. Be careful. We don't want to get ourselves screwed over.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Can we make a pact?
About what?
Obviously, our groups are going to have some rivalry over the years, but no matter what happens, we're still going to remain friends.
Deal. But of course, we can always have some friendly competition.
Definitely. Who knows? Maybe we can have a sing-off one day. Speaking of singing, I didn't know you could sing.
Neither could I.
Let's tell us what you can.
Hey guys.
Hey. I'm sorry I couldn't make the game last night. I'm sure you did great, though.
Not exactly. We lost.
There's always next time, right?
It was the first game of the knockout tournament. We lost this one, so now we're out.
Sorry.
But Caleb, I have a question for you.
What is it?
Allie told me you joined a singing group a while ago, and you've been pretty happy since. I was wondering if you could get me an audition.
Sorry, I can't.
Yeah, Justin, I don't think you should.
Why?
The people there are all very hard to work with.
I'm sorry. Try auditioning for an a cappella group or something, or whatever you do. I'm sorry, I gotta go. I'll see you around now.
Bye.
Seriously? You couldn't back me up?
I worry about Caleb enough in that group. If you were joined too, I wouldn't be able to focus on anything else.
The only person we know from that group is Gabriella. I doubt they're all actually the same.
Hey, I think I know a way you can meet them first without actually joining.
How?
Caleb invited me to a party the group is hosting. You can come with me.
Don't you think Caleb would mind?
Yeah, but you're my boyfriend. If you didn't expect me to bring you anyway, that would shock me.
Then I'll come.
It's gonna be interesting seeing the group. That's for sure. It's good popcorn.
Same one I always make.
Is it just me or is there nothing on TV?
There is, you just have to look.
Damien, when are you gonna stop being mad at me?
When you apologize.
I'm not apologizing. Letting Caleb into Stag was a good decision. I don't care what you say.
I'm not asking you to apologize for letting Caleb into Stag. Honestly, I'm over it. Now I just like giving him a hard time.
It's not fair to him.
No, what's not fair is that he was given such a big name to live up to.
What?
He thinks he's in charge of fixing everyone's problems. Little does he realize that people are not one-dimensional. You and Declan hype him up to be some type of hero. When he realizes that this challenge is too much to take, he'll be overwhelmed.
So what do we do?
Tell him not to take on the task.
And if he still tries to?
Then you and Declan better be there for him, no matter what happens.
I'm sorry, Damien.
You don't even know what you're apologizing for.
Yes, I do. If it's not for helping Caleb get in, it's because I've overstepped my boundaries as assistant director.
Apology accepted. Well, as someone who's seen me at my worst, I couldn't stay mad at you for long anyways.
I get why you're so hard on Caleb.
Do you?
You're being hard on him now because he has much harder times to come.
You're smart, Nellie. Just make sure you think with your brain before you think with your heart.
I'm not sure what you're getting at.
What if Caleb doesn't live up to what he's been hyped up to be? What if he doesn't help the group? Shouldn't he be kicked out?
No, of course not.
Before Caleb came to Stag, the members of the group minded their own business. Now he wants to mix us all together. What if by doing that, the solution is something terrible? Wouldn't you kick him out?
No, I wouldn't.
But after that, he'd have no use. What's the point in keeping him? I've never known you to trust someone so easily, unless you like them a lot. Listen, Nellie. Seriously, think with your brain before your heart. I'm gonna make some more popcorn.
I think to find a song, I should ask you a simple question first. What's your favorite genre of music?
I listen to pretty much anything in the top 40. If not that, then Broadway.
Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to tell you after your performance yesterday. You know how the song you sang is from Wicked?
I performed a song. I think I know it's from Wicked.
Right. Well, 2 years ago, I saw the show. Front row seats.
How'd you manage that?
Michael works on that theater on Broadway. He gets me tickets there all the time.
Well, if your uncle ever happens to come across more front row tickets, I'd be happy to take them off your hands.
Or maybe we could go together. I mean, if that's okay, because, you know, I don't really mind seeing the show a fourth time.
They're your tickets. Do what you want with them. Now, back to helping me find a song.
Okay, so do you have any interest in singing anything in the top 40 or anything Broadway?
I pretty much sang all the good top 40 songs, and I sang Broadway all last year. I want something different, but just as good, though.
All right. I think I might have a few songs you'd like. They were in the top 40 at one point. Anything?
Wait, scroll back up. 2 is Better Than 1 by Boys Like Girls. I haven't heard that in a while.
You want to sing it?
Definitely. This will be my comeback song.
Perfect. Just find somebody to duet with and you'll be all set.
You said yesterday you'd be willing to duet with me, so would you?
Me? I don't know. That song's pretty high and I get nervous. Okay.
Great!
I remember what you wore on the first day you came into my life, and I thought, hey, you know, this could be something. 'Cause everything you do and words you say, you know that it all takes my breath away, and now I'm left with nothing. So maybe it's true that I can't live without you, and maybe two is better than one, but there's so much time to figure out the rest of my life, and you've already got me coming undone. And I'm thinking two is better than one.
I remember every look upon your face, the way you roll your eyes, the way you taste. You make it hard for breathing.
'Cause when I close my eyes and drift away, I think of you and everything's okay. I'm finally now believing maybe it's true. I can't live without you. Maybe two is better than one. There's so much time to figure out the rest of my life, and you've already got me coming undone.
And I'm thinking,
Ooh, I can't live without you. 'Cause baby, two is better than one. There's so much time to figure out the rest of my life, but I'll figure out with all that's said and done. Two is better than one. Two is better than one.
Caleb Carter, I am so happy you joined the group.
I'm sorry, that was so bad.
Oh no, be quiet. You weren't that bad. You're such a sweetheart. I can see why Nellie saw so much in you.
Yeah, but I'm sure Nellie sees a lot in everybody.
Not exactly. We all know we're just a pain in her ass. Luckily, everyone's been saying that you're the one that's gonna fix our dysfunctional group.
I'm definitely gonna try.
I believe in you, Caleb, 100%.
Thanks, Gabriella.
You know what I just realized, Caleb?
What?
You're the first guy in college that isn't trying to get with me. And do you want to know what's even better?
What?
I have no desire to get with you!
Yay!
I haven't had a best guy friend since freshman year of a high school. I hope you can change that.
Yeah! And who knows, maybe we can even become better friends than best friends.
Best friends?
Yeah, that.
Great! Do you want to run the song again?
Sure.
He went away, and you hung around and bothered me every night. And when I wouldn't go out with you, you said things that weren't very nice. My boyfriend's back, and you're gonna be in trouble. If you see him coming, better cut out on the double. You've been spreading lies that I was untrue. So look out now, 'cause he's coming after you. Hey, he knows that you've been trying. And he knows that you've been lying. He's been gone for such a long time. But now he's back and things will be fine. You're gonna be sorry you were ever born. 'Cause he's kinda big and he's awful strong. Hey, he knows I wasn't cheating. Now you're gonna get a beat. What made you think he'd believe all your lies? You're a big man now, they'll cut you down to size. Wait and see, my boyfriend's back, he's gonna save my reputation. Yeah, my boyfriend's back, well look out now, my boyfriend's back. Well I could see him coming, so you better get running alright now. Yeah, my boyfriend's back now. Hey la, my boyfriend's back.
Girls, I can confidently say that we're ready for audition on Saturday in front of the dean. From what it looks like, we'll be taking the prize.
I'm sorry, what are we auditioning for?
You make it sound like it's news to you.
It is. You guys never told me we were auditioning for anything.
We're auditioning in front of the dean tomorrow.
Oh, I didn't know that's all this rehearsing was for.
Well, what did you think? We're not like Stag and just sing for no reason.
So what happens if the dean likes us?
Well, if him and his panel of judges find us to be the most talented at that audition, we become affiliated with the school.
Meaning?
Meaning we get money and get asked to perform at different places for the school.
Caleb never told me about any competition. Is Stag not entering?
They haven't entered in the 3 years I've been here, so I imagine they aren't. Speaking of Stag, how's your friend Caleb? You haven't been keeping me too updated on their rehearsals.
I haven't seen him in forever, and when I do, we barely have time to talk.
Here we go. First, he gets sucked into their vortex.
Then he'll think he's better than everyone on campus.
And lastly, he'll act like he's better than everyone on campus.
Really?
Yes, if it almost happened to me, it could happen to anyone.
All right. Caleb did tell me something about their last rehearsal.
And that would be...
They were talking about you and said apparently you were the reason for the group's problem, not the other way around.
I was only rude to them because they deserved it. Nothing was happening with that group and nothing ever will. Their director is lazy and doesn't care to move them forward. All I wanted to do was be in a singing group that thrived, not one that languished.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have even brought it up.
No, I'm glad you did. It only proves my point more.
What point?
That they'll never change. They're so obsessed with what's happened in the past, they've forgotten how to look towards the future.
There's another thing. I was invited to a stag party.
I'm assuming you mean a party held by the group.
Yeah, Caleb asked me to come.
Isn't Justin your boyfriend?
He's coming too. I just thought I should let you know. Listen, I have no intention of joining. I'd love the Angels. I just am going because Caleb asked me.
Allie, when you go to this party, he'll probably make it seem like the group is getting along.
I think that's a bit far-fetched.
Is it? I think he wants you to join. And by going to this party, he'll make it seem like Stag is filled with a bunch of really friendly people.
I really think Caleb just invited me to be nice. I don't think he has any ulterior motives.
Well, just like you worry about Caleb, I worry about you. Except I'm going to do something about this.
What do you mean?
If you go to that party, You're out of the Angels.
You're blowing this a little bit out of proportion, Danielle. It's just a party.
After all I've done for you. I got you in this group, I warned you about Stag, and now you're doing the one thing that I asked you not to. Don't you think I know a little more than you do about the danger of the situation?
Danger? Stag's not dangerous.
I'm protecting you, Allie. You'll thank me someday. We're running the song again. Sabrina, play the track.
So the party starts at 10 at my apartment. You can bring up to 2 people. No more. Any questions? Good. All right.
How's it going?
Fine, I suppose. What's on your mind?
So, what's so bad about Gabriella? I mean, I know she's a flirt, but so are a lot of girls.
I really don't know her, so the only thing I could tell you is what I've heard.
Heard from who?
The other Stag members, but mostly Jacqueline.
Jacqueline? You talked to Jacqueline?
No, but she sure isn't quiet. Anyways, apparently Gabriella is quick to stab her friends in the back. Jacqueline hasn't experienced that firsthand, though.
So her only problem is she's a bad friend?
You say it like it's not a big deal. If people can't trust you, you're not gonna go far in life.
That's true.
But if you must know, there's a rumor that she's a fantastic pickpocket.
Oh, how did that rumor start?
Well, not exactly sure, but it may have something to do with the fact that Gabriella doesn't come from too well off a family.
Financially?
Well, I mean, she has 6 other brothers and sisters, so it's probably pretty hard for her parents to support her.
Wow. And you know all this how?
Well, again, if you stick around after meetings long enough, you start to hear things. So about your hangout with Gabriella, was her flirting as offhand as usual?
No, actually.
I'm impressed.
You see, there is one problem.
A problem?
You see, I...
Caleb, no! Caleb, no, you cannot like her. That's not a good idea.
After we sang the duet, I just felt a connection.
I went to a high school focused on the arts. If I went on every feeling I got, I would be a polygamist.
A who?
Never mind. I know how you feel, Caleb. When you do sing with someone, a connection does form, but it's just temporary.
I don't think this one is, though.
You sang with her a day ago. There's no possible way of you knowing that.
I do know. I like her, Declan.
Obviously, you're going to be stubborn about this, so I can't convince you otherwise. Just be careful.
Be careful. I feel like everyone's telling me to be careful these days.
Admittedly, some of the choices you do make tend to be on the riskier side, but I guess that shows you're ambitious, which is something that everyone in Stag really likes you for.
They like me for that?
Everybody in Stag is ambitious, but other than having good voices, that's the one thing they can relate on.
Makes sense. Well, I'm gonna go. Thank you for listening, even if you don't approve.
I'll always be here for you, Caleb. See you later.
Yeah.
We're meeting at Damien's at 8:30, right?
Yep, I think I got everything I was supposed to get. I hope this goes well.
With you in charge, I can't imagine it not going well. It's gonna be great.
Thanks. I'm glad you're helping me out.
I'm glad to.
You walking back to your room?
No, actually, Damien's driving me, but I can ask if he can give you a ride too.
I'm all set. Putting Damien and I in small enclosed spaces together, not the best idea.
All right, well, I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm really glad you're doing this for the group. It's exactly what we need. You're the only one that could pull it off.
Thanks.
Hey, Caleb.
Hey, Gabriella. How's it going?
Average. That hug between you and Nellie seemed pretty intimate.
What? No, it wasn't.
I know what a friendly hug looks like, and there was definitely something more. So tell me, are you two gonna date?
Gabriella, it was just a hug. I don't like her like that.
Ever since you auditioned, you two have become extremely close. Even if you don't like her, she certainly likes you.
The way that Nellie and I are friends is the same way that Declan and I are friends.
Oh, Declan does seem the third wheel you two a lot.
I don't like Nellie like that. I can't like Nellie like that.
You can't? Why not?
Because I like somebody else.
You do? Who?
You.
You weren't supposed to do that.
What?
You were supposed to be the first guy who would just want to be friends and nothing more. Weren't you listening the other day? I might as well have said I was putting you in the friend zone.
Gabriella, I really, really like you.
A lot of guys say that, and I was hoping you wouldn't be one.
Gabriella.
I get you're trying to change Stag for the better, but your first act shouldn't be to date the group flirt to prove she's not sleeping around.
Gabriella, I genuinely like you. I don't care about how others label you, and I'm not trying to prove anything.
It doesn't matter.
You want a ride?
Yes, please.
this empty house. That don't bother me. I can take a few tears now and then and just let them out. I'm not afraid to cry every once in a while, even though going on with you gone still upsets me. There are days every now and again I pretend I'm okay, but that's not what gets me. What hurts the most was being so close and having so much to say, watching you walk away, but never knowing what could have been, and not seeing that loving you is what I was trying to do. It's hard to deal with the pain